gang, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition here of Intuitive Angling. Really appreciate you guys taking a little time to watch the video. And today we're going to talk about 5 things that just really suck about bass fishing. And I know a lot of people out there is probably going to say, God dang, Randy, is there anything else you can complain about? Well, just to make it evenly balanced, this afternoon's video, I'm going to talk about the 5 best things about bass fishing. So it sort of neutralizes itself a little bit there. So anyway, before we get into it, a couple of different housekeeping tips here. Just want to invite you guys, a lot of you guys know my wife, Kim, is a competitive power lifter, and she's been trying to get her Instagram page growing as far as sort of document her progress with this. And I just like to invite everybody to give her a follow. Her name's Kim Spires. I'll include her Instagram link in the description here. If you guys would like to give her a follow, that'd be much appreciated. And also, if you guys are interested in going on an on-the-water lesson with me, shoot me a private message on my Facebook page, Randy Blockett. Catching a lot of fish right now down at Table Rock Lake, fishing for suspended fish with drop shots. So if you guys would like to get in on that, just give me a note on, or shoot me a note on the Facebook page. Okay, guys, let's talk about this. First of all, I love bass fishing. You gotta love it to do it as long as I have. You gotta love it to be a tournament fisherman for as long as I have. But regardless how much I love something, there's still some things about it that suck. Bass fishing, most bass fishermen I know that are veterans in the sport, they have a love-hate relationship with bass fishing. And if you guys fish long enough, you'll know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm going to go across my top 5 here and sort of give you it and explain a little bit why I think it sucks. Number 5, and this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 5 is man-made noises on the lake. This is one of the things that really irritates me when I'm fishing. It's like when you hear some dump truck backing up, or construction business, or if you're fishing around a bridge, you got people, driving over the bridge, like crazy, semi trucks. If you're in some areas like Lake Wheeler in Alabama, you got heavy construction, industrial sites on the bank. There's a myriad of things. Fishing around airports that sort of break the peace and tranquility of nature. When I'm bass fishing, my ideal day of bass fishing, I don't want to see another person. I don't want to hear another noise except for birds chirping and wildlife. So for me, man-made noises are one of the worst things. Number 4 is getting up early. Guys, in my opinion, I think getting up early to go fishing is one of the most overrated things about fishing. I can't stand it, and I have to do it all the time, and I have for decades. I've gotten up earlier than 95% of the people watching this video for the last 35 years, and I don't like it at all. Not that I sleep in a lot when I'm not fishing. I don't. I'm up fairly early anyway, but I don't like getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and getting out in 20-degree weather and freezing my butt off in the dark to go fishing. It's just like, my ideal time to go fishing is like at 10 o'clock in the morning if I had my chances on that. So do not like getting up early in the morning. Number 3 is recreational boat traffic, including jet skis. I think that we all can agree that this is one of the things that sucks about fishing, bass fishing, and it gets worse every year. It's like the jet ski traffic, the wave runners, ski boats, pontoons especially, all that type of stuff. It just gets worse and worse and worse. I've never seen it explode like it has at Table Rock and Lake of the Ozarks here in Missouri. It's unbelievable. But nobody likes to get out there on the day that's normally glass calm on the lake, and it's so rough you can't even stand up because of the boat traffic. Number 2 is oh yeah, I got them written down up here. I don't got my glasses on. Number 2 would be something for tournament fishermen out there, is missing checks in tournaments. Guys, there's nothing that sucks worse than going to a tournament, working your butt off all week long, being on the water from daylight till dark, spending $10,000 to enter the tournament and fish the tournament and travel and be away from home for 10 days and not make a check. That to me is one of the worst things about fishing. It's one of the things that makes you question if it's worth it. It's like it's a terrible experience. So you guys that fish tournaments know what I'm talking about. If you put the time and money into it and don't get some type of reward, it sort of equates to the same A lot of you guys out there that don't fish tournaments thinking about this. Think about if you go to work for a week and you work, 60 to 80 hours for the week, working hard, and at the end of the week you don't get paid anything for it. And in fact, you have to pay to go to work. That's sort of what tournament fishing is if you don't get a check. Number two. Number one, and by far the number one thing that sucks about bass fishing, and you guys from down south know what I'm talking about here, is hydrilla gnats. Guys, hydrilla gnats suck. They are absolutely the worst thing in the world as a bass fisherman. Now, you guys that fish Florida, you guys have to deal with it more than anything. But also, a lot of you guys that fish any lakes that have hydrilla know what I'm talking about. If you guys have never been around hydrilla gnats, consider yourself fortunate, because what they are, it's like when you get out there on those slick days where there's not much wind, you have these swarms of these tiny little gnats that will come right on your head and in your face, in your ears, in your eyes, in your nose, everywhere, and you can't get away from them. The only thing that you can do to halfway deal with it is to take one of those net gaiters and pull it up all the way to your eyeballs and push your hat down and put your sunglasses on, and then your sunglasses fog up because you can't get any breathing in the thing. They are terrible, and normally it's hot when the hydrilla nets are out, so on top of being covered up by hydrilla gnats, you're hot at the same time. It just drives me crazy. I don't see how you dudes in Florida fish around hydrilla gnats all the time, because when they move in, it's such a distraction to my fishing. So nobody likes that. So anyway, guys, that's my top 5. Man-made noise, getting up early in the morning, recreational boat traffic, missing checks in tournaments, hydrilla gnats. Let me know what your guys are. A lot of you guys will probably say, Randy, there's nothing that sucks about fishing. You're just an angry old man. So I'll give you guys 5 things that are awesome about fishing this afternoon, and you guys can check that out. Talk to y'all later. See you.